Okay, next question. Exercise number 7.2, third question. I'll read the question because it's too big. To conduct sports day activities in a rectangular shaped school ground ABCD. So just imagine that this is our school ground and then it is rectangular shaped and here it is ABCD. Okay, then lines have been drawn with the chalk powder at a distance of 1 meter each. So 1 meter each here with the chalk powder, it is lines are drawn, and then 100 flower pots have been placed at a distance of 1 meter from each other along AD. So here we are drawn with the chalk powder, lines are drawn. Here 100 flower pots are there. Okay, and then each other along AD as shown in the figure. Niharika runs 1/4 the distance AD. So Niharika runs 1/4 the distance of AD on the second line and posts a green flag. So Niharika runs 1/4. So Niharika runs, how it will be? 1/4. 1/4 in the distance AD. 1/4 in the distance means of the distance AD. Okay. And on the second line. Okay, that means here. And then post a green flag. So here she posts a green flag. Okay. So Niharika just gone to 1/4 AD and on the second line. Okay. The next one. Preet runs 1/5 distance AD. Preet. Next one is Preet runs 1/5 of AD. Right. And which line? On the 8th line. On the 8th line. On the 8th line and post a red flag. So 8th line and Preet posted a red flag. Okay. Then what is the distance between both the flags? So you have to find out the distance between these two flags. You have to find out the distance between these two flags. Okay. Then one more thing. If Rashmi has to post a blue flag exactly halfway between the line segment joining the two flags, where should she post her flag? So if Rashmi has to post what she has to post a flag. How it will be? In the what? Exactly halfway. Exactly halfway means what? In the middle it should be. Okay. In the middle she has to. Middle means what? It should be the midpoint. Halfway means middle. Middle of the line segment. Joining the two flags, where should we post her flag? So this is the question. Okay. So when you look to the figure, okay, just look to the textbook figure also, it will be more beautiful than this. Okay. So when you look to the figure, what you can find out? It is a Cartesian plane, right? With x-axis, y-axis, origin, right? So A is the origin, AB is the x-axis, AD is the y-axis. From there you can find out the coordinates. But the thing is that they had given you only the coordinates of what? Only the points of x-axis, right? Y-axis, here only they were told that 1/4 of AD, 1/5 of AD, etc. From there you have to find out the point of y-axis. Okay, so we will start the notes now. We are starting the notes like this. Take A as origin. This is A. This is as origin and 0, 0 will be the coordinates. AB as x-axis. So AB as the x-axis and AD as the y-axis. Now we have to find out the distance between green flag and red flag first. There you have to find out the coordinates first. Then only we can use the distance, find out the distance, right, using distance formula. Then how will you find out the coordinates? Only x-axis, here the point is given. Okay, x coordinate is 2 is there. What are the y coordinate? They had given you one clue. It is 1/4 of AD. Right? 1 by 4 of AD means what? That later we'll first we write the what? First we will write the x coordinate. What is the x coordinate? Position of the green flag. X coordinate is 2 and then 1 by 4th of AD. Here it is, AD is here. 1 by 4th of AD. Of means what? Into AD, right? So it will be 2 and 1 by 4 into, what is AD? They told it is 100 flower pot scissor. So 100, 1 by 4 into AD. Here it is 25. So 25 into 1 is 25. So 2 and 25 is the position or the coordinates of green flag. Clear? So the position of the green flag is position of green flag. So here it is 2 and 25. X coordinate first, then y coordinate 25. Okay. Next one, same thing you have to find out. Position of, next it is red flag. So position of the red flag. First write the x coordinate, it is on the 8th line, that means 8th, right? 8th should be the, and then next one, 1 by 5th of AD, 1 by 5th of AD, right? So it will be 8 and 1 by 5 into AD is 100, what are the total 100, right? So it will be 5 and 100 we can cancel, it is 8 and 20 will be there. So position of the red flag is equal to position of the red flag is equal to 8 and 20. The coordinates are 8 and 20. What you have to find out then? You have to find out the distance between these two. So here this one 8 and 20 you have to complete. Then we will start the distance between the 2 points. So the next sentence you have to write distance between the two flags equals, what do you have to do? How will you find out the distance between the coordinates? You have to use distance formula. What is the distance formula? It is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square equals, which is the x1 y1, which is the x2 y2. Here this one is x1 y1, here it is x2 y2. So here it will be x2 is 8, 8 minus 2 the whole square plus y2 is 20 minus 25 the whole square. Then it will be root of 6 square plus 20 minus 25 negative 5 the whole square equals 36 plus 25. That means it will be 61. Root 61 you will get. Then what is the next one? One more question is there. Middle point, right? You want to find out middle of the line segment. So middle of the line segment, how will you find out? Middle of the line segment means what? It is the midpoint. That means the midpoint, right? You have to find out the midpoint. How will you find the midpoint? How will you find out the formula? It is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, which are the points then? That you know, which are the points? It is 225 and 820. So it will be x1 2 plus x2 is 8 divided by 2 and 25 plus 20 divided by 2. That means 10 by 2 and then 45 by 2. That means it will be 5 and 45 by 2 is 44 is 22, right? 22.5 it will be. Okay, 5 and 22.5. So we have to write it as the answer correctly. How will you write it? So we got the middle of the line segment, that means midpoint, we got it as 5 and 22.5. That what is the meaning of that? That means x axis it is 5. That means it is on the 5th line. 5th line, and then here it is 22.5 kilometer on the line, right? And you have to write like this. Rashmi should post her flag on the 5th line at a distance of 22.5 kilometer from AB. So from AB, this 5th line at 22.5 kilometer from AB. Okay, now next question. Example number 10, 4th question. if the points A, 6, 1, B, 8, 2, C, 9, 4 and D, P3 are the vertices of a parallelogram. Taken in order, find the value of P. So, one P is here, right, in the coordinates of D. You have to find out the value of P. Okay. And what is the figure? It is a parallelogram that I have drawn like this, right? It is A, B, C, D. Coordinates also I have just written. One more thing they told, taken in order. That means after A there should be B, after B there should be C, after C there should be D itself, right? So, and they are given the coordinates also, A 6 1, B 8 2, C 9 4 and D P 3. Now what you have to find out then? And they told you that you have to find out the value of P. Then these points are the vertices. Vertices means here it is, okay, vertices of the parallelogram. Now for this lesson, coordinate geometry, you have to learn all the properties. Okay, what are the properties of parallelogram? Do you remember? The opposite sides are parallel and equal. So what here also opposite sides are parallel and equal. That is the first condition or first property, right? So it will be, what we can say then? It is AB should be equal to CD and it should be parallel. So opposite sides are equal and parallel or parallel and equal. Next side it will be BC should be equal to AD, right? Parallel and equal, right? And equal. Parallel and or equal and parallel. What is the next condition then? The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram. This one is parallel. Okay, shows that it is parallel. This is symbol of parallel. Parallelogram bisect each other, right? What is the meaning of this? If suppose this is the point O. Okay, what is the meaning of this? Diagonals are bisect each other. Means OA should be equal to OC and then what is the next one? OB should be equal to OD. OB should be equal to OD. Right? That means what? OA should be equal to OC means what? Here 6 cm means here also it will be 6 cm means what? O should be the midpoint. Means O is the midpoint of both the diagonals. Right? That means O is the midpoint. Right? So what we can do then? Find the midpoint of O from A to C and then find the midpoint of B to D or BD and then equate, you will get the answer. Clear? So what you should do? You have to find out the middle point or midpoint, that we know how to find out, x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Find out the midpoint of the AC, then find out the midpoint of BD. That means both the things are, the middle point is O. So you will get two coordinates for each of them, right? So equate them, you will get the answer, right? You are getting the values of O for the both the diagonals. Okay, we will start now. So diagonals bisect each other. Then O is the midpoint. So O is the midpoint means what we can say? Coordinates of the midpoint of diagonal AC. Coordinates of the midpoint of diagonal AC should be equal to coordinates of the midpoint of the diagonal BD. This midpoint should be, both the midpoints should be equal. Okay. Now we'll find out the midpoint. How will you find out the midpoint? Midpoint of diagonal AC. So there we can write midpoint of AC equals, what is x1? AC means here it is x1 y1 and then here it is x2 y2. Then x1 plus x2 by 2, right? x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Write the formula always, okay? So it will be x1 plus x2, 6 plus 9 divided by 2 and then 1 plus 4 divided by 2. So 6 plus 9 is 15 by 2 and 5 by 2. Okay. So 15 by 2 and 5 by 2. Next one, coordinates or midpoint of diagonal BD. Midpoint of diagonal BD equals same thing, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2 equals, so it will be x1 plus x2 by 2, here it is BD means here 8 and P, so it will be 8 plus P divided by 2 and it is 2 plus 3 divided by 2, right, it will be 8 plus P divided by 2 and 5 by 2 you will get. What is the next step then? We have to equate them, right? Midpoint of AC should be equal to midpoint of BD, right? So it will be 15 by 2 comma 5 by 2 should be equal to 8 P plus divided by 2 and 5 by 2. 8 plus P divided by 2 and 5 by 2. Now look, we want only the value for P. So just equate the x coordinate and here x coordinate. Here P's value only from x coordinate we are getting, right? Here all the other things it is same also and nothing to find out. So here it will be 15 by 2. X coordinates should be equal, y coordinates should be equal. That is the meaning of equate. Okay, equal sign. So 15 by 2 equals 8P plus P divided by 2. And already we told that the coordinates should be equal. Now midpoint of the diagonal should be equal. So here 2 and 2. Now look, denominator is there and then equal sign is there. So what we can do? We can cancel this one, right? So it will be 15 equals 8 plus P. 15 minus 8 equals P. What is 15 minus 8? It is 7 equals P. So the value of P is 7. 7.2, 7th question. Find the coordinates of a point A where AB is the diameter of the circle whose center is 2, negative 3 and B is 1, 4. That means AB is the diameter of a circle. So this is a circle, right? AB is the diameter. Diameter means this should be passed to the center, line should be passed to center. AB is the diameter of the circle, right? And then whose center is 2, negative 3. So this is the center 2, negative 3, okay? And B is 1, 4. So B is 1, 4. What about A? We have to find the coordinates of the point A. So A should be xy, okay? So AB is the diameter of the circle whose center is 2, negative 3 and B is 1, 4. So this is the question. How will you find out this one? Xy or the coordinates of A. So you know that this is the diameter and this is the center. Means what? Here we will point out as C. And when the center comes, this will be the radius. Here also will be the radius. And we know that radius will be equal, right? That means AC will be equal to BC. And one more thing what we can say, C is the midpoint, right? Okay, so C is the middle point we got and middle point coordinates we got. What is the meaning of middle point? That means we have to think about the formula then. x1 plus x2 by 2 equals to y1 plus y2 by 2 will be equal to negative 3. Equate them, you will get the answer. Okay. So we'll start now. What you have to write then? Let AB be the diameter and C is the center. Okay. Then what is the next thing then? And then the coordinates are so A, X, Y, then B, 1, 4 and C, 2, negative 3 are the coordinates or are the points. Then what is the next one? AC equals BC. Right? What is the reason? It is a radius, and radius will be equal. Therefore, what we can say? C is the midpoint. This C is the midpoint, and we can understand. I know that, but I am just telling to all of you because some of you don't know about it. That's why. Okay. If you know means no need to write in the board exam that C is the midpoint and all. Just so we can understand. Okay now. So what is this one then? X1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Right? This is the midpoint. Midpoint equals. Right? So what we can say then? It is x plus 1. So x plus 1 divided by 2, and then what we can say? Y plus 4 divided by 2 will be equals what? 2 and negative 3. Okay, this coordinate, this middle point should be equal to here, and this middle point should be, that is the x coordinates. Middle point of the x coordinate will be equal to the midpoint, right? So it will be x plus 1 divided by 2 equals 2 and y plus 4 divided by 2 equals to negative 3. Now x is equal to 4. What is this? Or x equals, x plus 1 equals 4. X is equal to 4 minus 1 equals 3. Then y plus 4 equals negative 6. Y is equal to negative 6 minus 4. You will get the answer. What will you get the answer? It is negative 10 you will get. Right? So y is equal to negative 10. So the coordinates of point A is what? 3, negative 10. Okay. So what you can do? Find out the middle point. It is already we got the middle point. So just apply with this formula and you will get the answer. Now 8th question. If A and B are negative 2, negative 2 and 2, negative 4 respectively. That means A is here, B is the second one. Find the coordinates of P such that. What is P then? AP equals 3 by 7 AB and P lies on the line segment AB. P lies on the line segment AB. That means line segment AB is there, right? And P lies on the line segment. They did not tell it is a middle and all. They told only P lies on AB. Okay. Now, which are the coordinates? A is negative 2, negative 2. B is 2, negative 4. What about P then? P will take it as xy. Right? What you have to find out? You have to find the coordinates of P. Right? This one you have to find out. Right? Then, if you find, how will you find out the point on the line segment? Not the middle point. We have to find out the ratio first. Then only we can find out, right? With the ratio, we can find out this point. Right? So, it will be ratios. How will you find out? They had given you one clue here. What is it? AP equals 3 by 7 AB. Right? So, we have to write first. What you have to write? Let P be xy or Pxy be the point lies on AB. Okay. So, AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. Just cross multiply. 7 AP equals 3 AB. Right. What is the next step then? We want the ratio, right? Ratio means AP and PB are the two sections are there. Not in the middle point also. So, we have to find the ratio of 2 each, right? These two sections we have to find out. So, AB means what? AB, how can you write? AB means AP plus PB. Yes, AB. AP plus PB, you will get AB. Right? So, there we will substitute 7 AP equals 3 into AP plus PB. Right? Now, just expand. 7 AP equals 3 AP plus 3 PB. 3 AP are taken to this side. 7 AP minus 3 AP equals 3 PB. Right? Then what is the next step? We want the ratio of AP and PB. So here it is 7AP minus 3AP, it will be 4AP equals 3PB. Next thing is AP and PB is the ratio for, so AP by PB we want. So AP is here, so take PB to this side. So 4AP by PB equals 3. Take this 4 to this side. It will be AP by PB equals 3. Here multiplication up to the side, it will be 3 by 4. That means the ratio is AP is to PB equals 3 is to 4. So AP is here 3 and PB is 4, right? Now 3 is to 4 we got. Now we can find out the point here. How will you find out? Here it is M1, here it is M2, right? So what is the formula for that with the ratio? So it will be M1, so Pxy equals M1x2 plus M2x1 divided by M1 plus M2 and M1y2 plus M2y1 divided by M1 plus M2. Then M1 is what? 3 into, here x1 y1, here it is x2 y2. So 3 into x2 is 2 plus M2 is 4 into x1 is negative 2 divided by M1 plus M2, 3 plus 4. Then M1 it is 3 into y2 is negative 4 plus M2 is 4 into y1 is negative 2 divided by 3 plus 4. So it will be 3 into 2 6 plus negative 8 divided by 7 and negative 12 plus negative 8 divided by 7. 6 plus negative 8 is negative 2 by 7 and then negative 20 by 7. We get the answer like this. P of xy is negative 2 by 7 and negative 20 by 7. So here we got negative 2 by 7 and negative 20 by 7. So at the last what you have to write? So the coordinates of P is negative 2 by 7, negative 20 by 7. Okay. When the given things are there, just apply it, you will get the answer. 9th question. Find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment. Line segment is AB, coordinates also given into 4 equal parts. So there is a line segment, right? So here this is the line segment AB and they had given you it is negative 2, 2 and then 2, 8, right? And what they told you, find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment into 4 equal parts. So 4 equal parts are there. Now look how it make it a 4 equal parts. Now 1, 2, 3, right? Again 4 is there. That means what you can do then? Again we have to change it as 4. That means 1, 2, 3. Now look 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts it will be, right? So if you write P, Q, R is there. Now 4 equal parts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1, right? Okay. The thing is that you have to find out the coordinates of P, Q and R. How will you find out? Now look, AB is there, right? Which is the middle point of AB? Q is the middle point of AB, right? So Q is the middle point of or the midpoint of AB. Now can you find out the point, then coordinates can you find out? A is negative 2, 2 and B equals 2, 8. So for Q, how will you find out? X1 plus X2 by 2 and then Y1 plus Y2 by 2, right? So it will be X1. Here this one X1, Y1, there X2, Y2. X1 is negative 2 plus 2 divided by 2 and Y1 is 2 plus 8 divided by 2. That means 0 by 2 and 10 by 2. That means it will be 0 and 5. Now the Q's coordinates are 0, 5. Right? Now what is the next step then? Now P, how can you find out? P is the middle point of AQ. Right? P is the middle, equal distances they told you. Right? So P is the middle point of AQ, R is the middle point of QB. So P is the midpoint of AQ, right? Then P equals same thing, x1 plus x2 by 2 and then y1 plus y2 by 2. Then A here it is negative 2, 2 and Q is 0, 5. x1 y1, x2 y2. So it will be P equals negative 2 plus 0 divided by 2, then 2 plus 5 divided by 2. It will be negative 2 by 2, 7 by 2. That means negative 1, 7 by 2. So the coordinates of P is negative 1, negative 7 by 2, positive 7 by 2. Next one R. R is the midpoint of QR. QB, not QR, QB. Then, so R is equal to, here Q is 0, 5 and B is 2, 8. Right? R equals x1 plus x2 by 2 because R is the middle point of QB. Okay? And y1 plus y2 by 2. Then it will be 0 plus 2 by 2 and then 5 plus 8 by 2. That means 2 by 2 and 13 by 2 will be 1 and 13 by 2. This is the coordinates of R. So at the last we can write the coordinates of P, Q and R. The coordinates of P, Q and R. The coordinates of P, Q and R respectively. Coordinate of P, Q, R. First one P is negative 1, 7 by 2, comma Q is 0, 5 and then comma R is 1, 13 by 2 respectively. Okay, like that you have to write. Hope you all understood all these problems of section formula. Remaining problems you can do it as homework and extra problems also I will give you. And the area of the triangle is not included in this year. Okay, so we are just leaving that. Only these two exercises are the 7.1 and 7.2 and do the extra problems also. Okay, thank you for listening in class. Thank you very much.